The Steel City might be most associated with its legendary NFL franchise, but people here in Pittsburgh know that the ties to the Panthers run deep. Glad to have you with us here at Acrisure Stadium, home to the Pittsburgh Panthers. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Liberty's offense takes the field for the first time today. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this guy.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly to the tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Flames come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Bunch formation for these receivers. Using his legs, it's Law. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Pocket starts to collapse. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. And the Flames decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. So the Pitt Panthers offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Wants to throw. It's Holstein. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He's off to the races. And he'll finally slide after the long run. I'm not sure if he wanted to avoid the hit or he just got tired. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll try the right side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A 3rd and long coming up here. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Trying to get behind the defense. And he grabs it at the 15. Touchdown, Panthers! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They'll line up for a second down play. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Power football with the run. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air. It's Hill. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Liberty. Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being it.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Caught in the backfield, it's Scott. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Hands it off. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Green. Makes his connection. Fighting off the defender. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Flames come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Law. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. Looking for the score. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Flames.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14-7.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there. Just
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Back to pass, it's Hill. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
as a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
All they need is a field goal to make it a two-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Got it behind the line. It's Knight. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. From their own 10, it's 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Finds his tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. He wants to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Pitt.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Made a defender miss. He's loose. He's at the 20. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Liberty, 21. 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Back to pass, it's Holstein. It's complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Goff. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Pitt will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. A first down for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quarterback extends the play. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
On second down, he'll fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
I like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Flames will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Knight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Line gets set, first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Getting some heat. He'll try to do it himself. At the 45, on his way. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On 1st and 10 from the 38. To the air, it's Holstein. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quarterback moving out of the pocket.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Got it in the middle. It's Renfro. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Grabbed on the outside, it's Thomas. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
Coming out with it, it's Knight. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
After that last completion, it's second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Here's the handoff. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Holstein. They've got the screen set up. At the 35, he's open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Renfro. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Just going to keep it after the snap. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
And last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, Dave, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
To the air, it's Green. Now improvising. He'll pull it down and run. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Handoff to the lone back. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Law. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks 1 deep. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. To the end zone. Touchdown, Flames. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Got his man quickly. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the grab on the left. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And that is the final play of the quarter, and guys, Liberty has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on first down. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but man, he makes this 4th down way more manageable. It's tough when you got 4th in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Looking for a productive play on first down. Unloads quickly. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Catch in the middle. It's Knight. The Panthers get enough to move the chains. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Reads it, fires complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
They'll go to the ground. Discards a man. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Panthers. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. It didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Pratt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. He wants to take the top off. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Right on target this time. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. The Flames are moving quickly down the field. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Looking to pass, it's Hill. Got the back over the middle. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Flames will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Liberty! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
35, Pitt, 31.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback.
Afterburners coming. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Panthers! They move on top here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
35.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Gets it out quickly.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. He's got it. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. To the air, it's Green. Fires toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Flames! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Middle Tennessee is going to enjoy the trip back to Murfreesboro after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road and you stack wins there in Floyd Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume.
Caught near the sideline, it's 9.
60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's going to pass on second down. He's going up top here late in the game. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play. First down for this offense. Gonna run it. It's wrong. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Hill. They're trying to get to him. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
I like aggressiveness, and I like going for the win. I have no problem with that. But, man, I got to call high-percentage throws. I got to make sure I don't do that. Now I turn the football over. Now I got a chance to lose. I hope my defense comes in here and bails me out.
Caught over the middle. It's gone. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and, man, what they can do on second down here. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
It comes down to this now. One final play to win it. This ball has got to get in the end zone somehow, some way. Who's going to step up?
He's got it and still on his feet. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of a trap game. Trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not worried about your rankings. They don't matter to me. We're going to go out and beat this team. We're better than this team. A lot of times those rankings don't mean a lot to a lot of people, and you can tell it didn't mean a lot to this team, and that's why they came out and pulled the upset.
Absolutely, David. I mean, that's why you play the games. This team knew they had to come out. They were going to have to put their best foot forward in order to get the W. They did just that. They're 10.